Hi, I'm Ritesh Thakur. I have been with Fractal for more than 9.5 years. I've completed my bachelor's degree with computer science as specialization. I've been part of Fractal from the time I moved out of college. I started my career over here as a data analyst for one of the largest delivery teams, and then have been exposed to different teams and opportunities over here. I love dealing with technology. I like to work on the latest trends in the market. For me, technology is like an enabler, which helps you to solve business or business problems or the client requirements, right? In an optimized way. That's what I enjoy the most. I think the vibe. I feel comfortable over here. At the same point of time, it doesn't let me be complacent as well. There are a lot of opportunity in front of one over here always, and one can always grab and run with it. And if you deliver well, it's going to be widely appreciated, and a lot of more opportunities will open up for you. There are a bunch of moments that I can think about, but if I have to pick one, I would like to go back in time, which was about my first project. It was very difficult initial period where we had to work with the client to win the trust and all of that. Post working for 2 or 3 months, the customer satisfaction survey was rolled out, wherein there was a special mention of me in that entire survey. That was what made a lot of impact on the way I started thinking, because that was the first appreciation that I got at the corporate level. In one word, exciting. I started my career as a trainee back in 2010, focusing on data and reporting automation. My work over there, or my learning curve at that point of time, was you give whatever to me and I'll try to automate it. Gradually, I moved on from just automating certain parts of a project to basically designing the entire solution. And the focus over there, or the learning over there, was more from just not just understanding the technical, but understanding what the business team wants to do, the data team to create the data flows, designing and creating the harmonization flows on top of it, and then finally the visualization layer, which is dashboard, is what I started working on. Post that, my roles have become more broader and more across the organization. I started focusing on BI and visualization as a practice across verticals and across clients. Currently, I'm in a role of leading robotic process automation practice, which is again across various clients and verticals. There are two important things. One is FA, Fractal Analytics Academy. FA every year comes up with a lot of new courses which help me in upgrading my skills. Every year there is something new that I learn over here, which is in sync with what is needed in the market and the industry. So that's one point. Second one is around collaboration that happens in Fractal. We have certain great bunch of people over here who are always on top of certain things which are latest in domain or technology. Interacting with them, talking to them is always what keeps me in sync with the latest trends in markets and the requirements from the clients. As I mentioned earlier, FA is definitely one of the best sources to keep us motivated, but at the same point of time, the format of hackathons that happen internally and also externally is what keeps us boosted in order to learn more and more. Personally, I also feel that our leadership team and our exec team invest a lot personally to be on the latest trends in the market. So that generally encourages the team or everyone else to be on that grid, right? So that's what I feel is what promotes a continued learning over here in Fractal. Celebrations in Fractal happen in multiple ways. It can be rewards, parties, appreciation over emails, etc. But I think what is crux over here is making someone feel meaningful about the way they contribute. So recognition of work along with a perspective of impact that they have created at an overall level is what makes it important for an individual. So I think that is the key way of celebration here at Fractal. I'll be sort of completing 10 years over here at Fractal, but I still remember my first day here it seems like yesterday. So every day over here has been learning and challenging experience for me, and it has continued for such a long time, especially because I started my career over here. I'm glad to be a part of Fractal family for such a long time. whatever I have been able to achieve in terms of my professional career at this point of time, it all is because of the way I was inducted in Fractal. Fractal definitely has made a lot of difference to the way I think, the way I behave, and it will always stay with me. So I think, thank you, Fractal.